And Eric, got to pick your brain a little bit as a trainer. Mayweather Pacquiao got announced. I've been asking everybody, got to get your take on it. What I mean, now that it's finally done, we can actually see what do you think we're going to see in there? How do you break that fight down?
I think you're going to see a very, very strategic, high-level chess match. You got Mayweather, who's a boxing master, and Manny is probably the greatest fighter at 147 pounds in the world. So you got two guys that can bring a level of quality to the fight that's going to be unprecedented. And I think with two of them going at each other, it's going to be a lot of sparks, a lot of fireworks. You know what I mean? It's a pick'em fight. To me, it's a pick'em fight.
When you look at both of them, Eric, I know a lot of people wanted this fight 5 years ago, but even now that we're getting it, do you still think it's as big as it could have been back then?
Well, I think the excitement for something at this magnitude in boxing keeps it up there no matter what. I mean, of course, we'd have liked to seen it better 5 years ago when they had less ring wear on them and things hadn't happened, certain things hadn't happened. Yeah. But it is what it is. Better late than never. So I think they're both hyped for the fight. I think they're both coming to bring their A games, and I think it's going to be an exciting fight.
Last question on that. You're as a trainer. A lot of people talk about Floyd hasn't been beaten in his whole career, 18, 19 years now. How do you assess him? Like, you mean when you look at Floyd, how do you describe him as a trainer? How impressed are you with what he's able to do in the ring?
Floyd has been in the boxing his whole life. Ever since he was a little baby, a little boy, he's been boxing. Boxing is second nature to Floyd. Yeah. That's why Floyd is such a masterful boxer. He's had great trainers. His dad, his uncle, they've done him right. They've given him all the tools he needs. He's like a sponge. Anything they've given him, he takes it and soaks it up and makes it his own. And he's a workaholic. This guy trains all different types of day and night. So, when you've been doing it as many years as Floyd's been doing it, people look at his 18 or 19 years, whatever it is, as a pro, they forget that he started when he was a baby. So, there's 18, 19, 20 years of amateur and coming up that he was doing, even before he made a big mark as a pro, you know what I mean? He's been a champion for how many years now? 10 years? So, you can't take any of that lightly. You have to give the guy respect where respect is due. He's probably the most complete fighter in the business at this time, and you got to give him respect. Manny also, he started as a young man. He's climbed division after division after division. He's fought some of the very best in the world. You know what I mean? And he's a warrior. He goes in there and he leaves it all on the table. He don't hold nothing back. He lets it all go. So, and he's been a true warrior, a true champion all his career. So you got to expect the best out of both of them.